A new study has found that 1 in 3 young Brits struggle to serve up the classic staple, beans on toast.
So are young people just useless at cooking? TV chef Rusty Lee says food delivery services have made young people lazy.
I do.
And social media chef Willie Hughes says young people are more interested in food than ever before. So,
Rusty, you think young people are lazy and useless?
Lazy, useless.
Really?
right.
No, actually, what I believe...
Tell us what you really think.
Yeah. What I think is that because there's no schools aren't doing cooking foods that children can learn to cook at the moment, that's all gone. When I was growing up, at school, you could go and you learn to cook and even boil an egg. Now, it really distresses me to think that children cannot do toast and beans on toast.
Rusty, it's not teachers' failure that kids don't know how to make toast and beans.
Maybe something as simple as toast perhaps is not a teacher's failure situation, but I certainly thought that when I was growing up, I was doing food tech at school and I was learning things...
How old were you?
Like 15.
Yeah, 15 is too late.
But I was learning things like about enzymic browning for food tech, and it was a much more scientific approach.
And did that help?
Absolutely not.
I don't need to know. Unless you have become a cooking influencer, so it did work.
Well, I mean, I think it was more sort of learning from mum kind of thing. But I think that that food tech at school, learning about the science of food is not what you need. You need to know how to cook basic meals.
Absolutely, and that's exactly it. Yeah. At home, parents have got out of the habit of teaching their children to cook. It's a basic thing of life. You teach people English and all this sort of thing, but you need energy in food and know where your food's coming from so that you can have your food properly. But children now, because they are waited on all the time, mum does this, oh, it's all right, darling, I'll go and do it, instead of doing it together and giving the children a chance to learn, to be excited to cook. They've made the children lazy, as I said before.
Well, I think it's with children, that's sort of a different thing. I don't know anything about parenting, really, because I'm only 27, so hopefully I won't know anything about parenting for some time.
As far as you're aware.
But, yeah, as far as I'm aware. But, with young people, if you count a young person as anyone under 35, which I like to, my following is 70% under 35, and I think that there's been a massive growth in interest in cooking, partially down to COVID, people spending a lot of time at home. And I think because it's something that everyone has to do, it's something that people have become far more interested in spicing up, for want of a better word.
I was speaking to the makeup artist, who's done a fabulous job, downstairs, and her husband, Jack, Bobby's her name, she said he couldn't cook at all. He couldn't do a baked potato until lockdown, and now he's able to do things. But if he'd done it from an earlier stage, he would have been fine.
Rusty, Willie, thank you very much indeed. For anyone who needs lessons in cooking, I highly recommend Real Meals by Ed Balls.